Hello, Aries. Welcome to Cosmic Mirror Tarot. I am Jaja. I'm not really liking the position of the camera. Give me a second. Ooh, let's not do that. That's just sounds gonna have to be. But at least this way you can see the table. This will be for anyone with Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign. All house placements are welcome. If you're interested to see where Aries is in your chart, there are a ton of free online places. I use AstroSeek. Basically, that will help you look up what your chart looks like. You just need to have your birth date and preferably the time, as well as the place in which you were born, and it will tell you. All right, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started. The way that I have been doing these is 1 month or one card for every month of the year. We will use the Modern Witches Tarot for that, and then we will clarify with the. I am so out of it today, y'all. The energies are heavy. I know we're coming up on a full moon. I'm a Cancer, so that could be part of the reason why I'm feeling this way. It's also like rainy and cloudy here, so I think that also has something to do with it. But yeah, I just woke up sad. I've lit just about every candle I could. I'm surrounded by rose quartz. We've got the smoke going. I always need smoke when I do my readings. So let's see what comes out, Aries. So as I was saying, I will clarify with the Tarot Illuminati, and then we'll pull Oracle deck. I've been using the Gods, Goddesses, and Guides Oracle. Basically, that for me is what your ancestors have to say, like their final thoughts on your year. All right, I shuffled these a lot off camera while I was getting mentally prepared to come on. So I feel pretty good with where this is. Um, so we'll just give it, they said two more shuffles and then we'll get started. Okay, Aries. Couple things that I've seen collectively, I'm down to the last two signs, you and Leo, is that something happens in April and May specifically, that knocks us collectively down, so that June and July are pretty quiet, restful months. I do have some thoughts on that. There is something within the astrology, but I will be doing a separate video on that later this year or later this week. Also, the astrology for August, November, and December looks eerily similar to the astrology of 2008. So what my guides have been telling me to tell people is just make sure that you have, a 3 to 6 month, whatever you can afford, emergency plan or fund, so that you'll be okay. It's only 3 months. It's not like the long, extensive period that we experienced in 2008 with the global recession, but it's enough of a strain to where collectively we will feel it. All right, with that said, let's go ahead and get your reading started, Aries. So to start your month of January is the Three of Pentacles reverse. February is the Devil. March is the Four of Swords reverse. April is the Seven of Pentacles reverse. May is the Two of Swords reverse. And now I'm wondering if I have, no, okay. June is the Eight of Swords. July is the Ace of Cups. Uh, August is the King of Pentacles. September is the Six of Pentacles. October is the Eight of Pentacles. November is the World, and December is the Ace of Swords reverse. Bottom of the deck are what you don't see coming. Four of Wands reverse. King of Wands reverse. Nine of Cups. And the Seven of Wands. Okay, Aries. Your first 4 months of the year feel very, very interesting. Um, but your second half of the year actually looks really, really good. I do see, I mean, December is a little wonky, but outside of that, like it looks good. It's almost as if you go through some there. Well, January and February, the three of Pentacles reverse and the Devil was giving me something that something gets I want to say exposed to you, but that sounds negative. It doesn't feel negative. It's almost as if something that you've been asking the universe for clarity on becomes clear before the end of this month. To the point that it releases something in you. Either, I'll give you an example. You've been in a relationship with someone, you had this feeling the whole time, maybe either this person isn't fully committed, or I'm sorry, I just realized the mic was away from me. Maybe you realized that either this person wasn't fully committed, or you just had this sinking feeling that maybe they were cheating. And then they finally come clean at the end of January. And then in February, you're pretty upset about it, like ragingly mad, right? However, there's a cathartic release with this release of like, I knew it, and I thought I was going crazy, but like spirit confirmed with me that I'm not crazy. Like that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting for January and February. Although this does release something within you, this devil is giving me something that needs to be released. Here's the thing. Normally I only get releasing from shadow sides of ourselves with the devil in reverse. This devil came out upright, which tells me that you may be in a darker, shadowy period come February, but it's necessary, right? Spirit is trying to draw your attention to something, Aries. Here's the thing: all cardinal signs. Again, I'm a cardinal water sign, so I get it. We've all are just now coming out of that 15-year Plutonian cycle. It was in Capricorn, and it was messing with all of our heads, right? The point of it was, and all Pluto does, right, is it slowly works its way through our shadows, right? The fact that it is a 29 to 30-year cycle is so by the end of that cycle, you know exactly what the like underside of you, the underbelly, the ugliness, you know exactly what your triggers are, you know exactly, what your shadow is, who it is, what it is, all of that stuff, right? And it gives you the tools necessary to clear it. I almost get this sense that January and February of this year, or January specifically, you're shown the last little lingering thing that you do not want to look at, right? And come February, you're hot. Okay. And I don't mean hot in a good way. I mean hot as in you're angry, you're upset, you may even be mad, screaming at the universe, right? Why me? What, whatever you need to do, right, to release this energy, Aries. But it's temporary. This is what I want you to know. It's only temporary, because come um February, March, April, and March and April, right? March, you are completely relaxed. This is also my recovery card when it's in the reverse. This is like almost like, okay, now I can breathe. I released what I needed to release. I was shown that piece of me that I absolutely did not want to look at. I've gotten it. I've gotten my clarity. I'm resting now. I'm taking care of myself. April, there's a little bit here around, the Nine of Pentacles this year in reverse. Instead of giving me like codependency or lack of money, it's been giving me therapy. Aries. Oh, sorry, there are kids outside playing. I thought it was mine. I was like freaking out for a second. But yeah, there is something that, and maybe it's this, right, that finally, after you kind of process your feelings come March, you do a little self-love, you decide in April to finally go see a therapist or a healer, whatever you feel comfortable with, to help release some of this energy. I'm also getting maybe working out, doing something around a diet, something of that nature. I don't ever get that off of the Nine of Pentacles reversed, y'all, so that is specific to you. But definitely March and April are giving me all the things self-care. Okay. May and June. Well, May you have the Two of Swords reversed. So you and your partner, I do see you coming back into balance with this person. So let's just say that you're married to this person, and this will just be a hard something that you two collectively have to get over. I don't see it as something that you find like you get a divorce or that person asks for a divorce. I don't see any sort of separation here. But what I do see is you needing the time and grace, right, to really process whatever this is. If this is in if it relates to a love situation, if it's work, which I mean there's enough pinnacles here where it could be work. I do see you freeing yourself and maybe either looking for a new job or coming to some sort of consensus within how to balance your work life time, right? To where you're giving more to yourself than you are to your job. Again, I don't see you leaving the job. I just see you taking more, like better care of how much energy you put into it. Not a little bit of quiet quitting, but not quiet. Almost like, you know what? I do what I can between the hours of 9 to 5. After that, it's none of my business, bro. Okay, that's what I'm getting for you in a work situation. However, I'm going to stick with the love scenario just because there's enough here between the Ace of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the World, the King of Pentacles, and the Upright that make me think that this could possibly be love. But again, take it as it resonates. So in the scenario where you and your partner, your partner exposes something at the beginning of the year, you're kind of knocked down for a little bit, you're angry, you're frustrated first 2 months, and then the next 2 months, March and April, you decide to seek some sort of therapy, do some self-love, some healing work. Come May, you end the stalemate with your partner. So you're finally in this space of willingly, like, being willing to talk about it in a healthy way. Like, okay, I may not have forgiven you yet. I'm definitely not going to forget it, but what's our pathway forward? That's what I get off of this Two of Swords that's in the reverse. Now, there's a couple opportunities throughout the year where and it's interesting because it's in this line with the Devil, where it's kind of like your mind starts to get the best of you, Aries, right? You may end the stalemate in May, but in June, you're still, either holding back from your partner or just not fully in it, which is, let's just say your partner did cheat. That is understandable, right? Like, it makes sense for you to go back and forth on whether or not this is something that you want to stay in. So June is a little bit of a warning, right? Just be cognizant of how much pain you put on your other partner. Yes, it is justified. However, you don't want to, what's the saying? It's like, the whole point, like when you're angry at someone, it's like you've given them your power, right? You're holding that anger and that hate in your heart, whereas that person gets to go about their business, right? I'm getting a little bit of that off of this Eight of Swords. So just be cognizant of like you may be thinking you're punishing your partner, but you're really just punishing yourself. Now, also, June is kind of the tail end of what we collectively experience. Remember, I said April and May are wonky collectively, specifically from a global, like, political perspective. And so everyone collectively has these weird, like, the rest of the spread could be great, but then April and May are just like, what is this? So it doesn't surprise me, right, that you have the Nine of Pentacles reversed with the Two of Swords reversed for those 2 months, because again, I think there's collectively something that we should expect to see on the global stage. Um, then July and August hit, and listen, boo, you are in love, you are committed. It's almost as if your partner recognizes just how deep the wounding was, right? Or in the situation of if this being your work realizing, okay, this person is really serious about setting their boundaries around their work, right? And then they come in to really, really shower you with love and affection and support you. What I think is also interesting is this: you go from the Nine of Pentacles reverse April to the King of Pentacles upright in August. So if there is some sort of, weirdness with your finances, right? It doesn't seem long term. It definitely doesn't seem like it's anything to really worry about. Come August, you've turned the corner when it comes to your finances. I definitely see that here, Aries. July is gift giving. I'm not gonna lie, this Ace of Cups, King of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles gave me pregnancy. So for those of you Aries who are out there trying, I definitely see around summer, it happening. I don't normally get pregnancy off of the Six of Pentacles, but they were showing me the woman standing here giving gifts, right? And it's like being celebrated, right? Like people coming to you and bringing you gifts due to, expecting a child. So I did get that pretty heavily. Which then, when the Eight of Wands reverse hit the table, this is like no action whatsoever. The Eight of Wands upright is the third fastest moving card in the deck. It goes the Chariot, the King of Swords, and then the Eight of Wands. It in the reverse is just like no action, no energy whatsoever. Again, this is the beginning of the collective financial crunch cycle. So you may, Aries, being a boss in this King of Pentacles energy, cut off the spigot, right? Also, if you're pregnant, you may just decide, you know what, I'm just going to take it super easy this month. I'm even getting, maybe even take a leave of absence or something like that. To really start to nest and get in back into the vibes, given how contentious the first half of the year is. you know um you may decide come October that it's really, really time to rest. You could also go on vacation at this time. I see a lot of that. The world being in November, this is where I see you and your partner really taking, really turning a leaf, right? It's like, you go through the necessary ups and downs when it comes to your emotions and your relationships in order to get through this. You make all the right decisions when it comes to being honest and open about where your head's at. Your partner also is very honest and open about where their head is at. And so you guys complete a cycle of, not the best time, right? And move forward. I do want to get something on this Ace of Swords because it's I don't know. I don't know. Also, you're what you don't see coming. I don't know either. So, with that being said, I am going to start building out and clarifying, and then we will confirm some of these. So, I definitely want to get something on this Three of Pentacles reverse and the Devil, the Nine of Pentacles reverse, the Eight of Swords, and then this Ace of Swords reverse. The Ace of Swords reverse is generally either a lie or something not planning out the way that you want it to. So let's see what that is. Okay, they said that's enough shuffling, so let's go ahead and see. Spirit, can you clarify this Three of Pentacles reverse and the Devil? Listen, you have the Tower reverse, the Three of Wands, and the Three of Cups. For some of you, I feel like maybe even your partner didn't fully cheat, like they like emotionally cheated, but in order to not cheat, right, they decided to come out and tell you like, hey. I also get that maybe this person that they had this relationship with, that they worked with at some point, it was someone they worked and they partied with, maybe even like had to travel for work with, something of that nature. But it's giving like they definitely got to the point with this person where it was either like, shit or get off the pot, right? Like either we are going to do this and cheat on our respective partners, because I do actually see that it's a third party like triangle on each side. I'm seeing both sides. So maybe they already had another person, or they were in some sort of situationship, something of that nature, where maybe the both your partner and this other person felt like it could be something that they could do, and it could be kept secret, right? Because they both had significant others. But your person was scared straight. This tower reverse tells me that something happened, something clicked with your partner. Either they really realized, like, hey, no, this is not my person, and I am not going to jeopardize my marriage, my long-term commitment, my love, my time, whatever, for this person, right? And then decided, you know what, the best bet for me to do is just take my punches now and come clean with my partner, and it'll never happen again. That's what I'm getting off of that Three of Pentacles with the Devil. Your person may also come to you and tell you something around their partying specifically. So either they're mulling over having an issue with um alcohol. Yeah, see, now you got the Three of Pentacles in the reverse again. There's something secretive, either, you know, I don't get sex addiction. I'm getting more alcohol or even recreational drugs, right? That your person was keeping from you. And in both coming to you with, hey, this is what was going on with me and this coworker or a friend or whatever. I also have some sort of substance abuse thing that I would like to heal. Clarifying the Four of Swords reverse is the Alchemist or the Magician, the Three of Pentacles reverse, and the Star. This is all about healing. This is all about collecting resources. Remember, I told you the Four of Swords reverse always gives me recovery. So that could also be you supporting your partner through some sort of um, drug or alcohol dependency, and helping them get out of that. I do see that. Okay, Spirit, can you give me something on this Eight of Swords for, you got the Nine of Pentacles reverse, the Wheel of Fortune reverse, the King of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. Yeah, your person is really going to be feeling come June. It's like it clicks to them how deeply they hurt you with their codependent behaviors. They're also, with the Nine of Pentacles reverse and the Wheel of Fortune reverse, is giving me either this person picked up a DUI or something, and that may actually trigger the onslaught of coming clean, right? Is like, you didn't even realize that this person did drugs, and then all of a sudden they have a possession charge, and it's like, what the hell? We've been together for like 10 years, when did this happen, kind of thing. Like I'm getting a little bit of that. And so you're like the Sagittarius also got something around recovery. And there was a moment with Sagittarius where and I don't remember which month, go back and watch the Sagittarius reading if this is resonating, where one of these steps, the AA steps or the NA steps, is like having to make amends for the people that you hurt. That's what I'm getting with this Eight of Swords. It's kind of like you being bound to this, like, I love this person, I want to make this work, but all these things keep coming up that I didn't know about. And so I'm also getting, Aries, a little bit of like, am I codependent on this person if I stay? Like there's something there with that. And now they're telling me actually to go ahead and clarify this Ace of Swords reverse, because I feel like that is the lie. That is the big lie. Okay, Aries, is if you love someone deeply, unconditionally. Okay, I really need people to look up the word unconditional, because unconditional love means it doesn't matter what you do, not be a doormat, of course, right? And so I think what you're having to struggle with in June Aries, is how much of this is me being a doormat versus unconditional love. Trust me, as a former doormat myself, I understand that mental conversation very, very well. And here's the thing, it's different if this person is your person, right? And not some Joe Blow off the street, right? If you've been dealing with this person for a while, it's worth giving it a try, right? It's worth seeing it through the end. If you have kids with this person, if you end up pregnant by this person, by all means, stick to your boundaries. Yes, be clear on what your emotional needs are, but also give this person grace. They are going through their own trauma and judgment. Yep. Clarifying. Ah, I love spirit. I have to throw it out there. I love spirit. Clarifying, the Ace of Swords reverse is the Seven of Wands, the Devil, Judgment, and the Eight of Pentacles. This is very, very clear to me. You and your partner are both going to have to work at. Thank you. Sorry, that was the Amazon guy. You and your partner are both going to have to put in some serious work on blocking out the devil, right? For your partner, the devil is their codependency, this emotional relationship that they had in the past, whatever. For you, it's going to be your own trauma and your own mind that stems from either not feeling good enough, feeling your abandonment wound being triggered, all those feelings that came up, whatever the devil energy was that came up in February after your partner came clean to you, that is the stuff that you're going to have to work with your partner on. If this is your person, and I do see that this is your person, right? You and your partner are going to have to work on that together. And it is going to be hard work, period. There's no way around it. But here's the thing, Aries. If there's anyone who can do it, it's you. You're a cardinal fire sign, right? You play no games. You go after your passions with everything you have. Your archetype is Aries, the god of war. Okay. If anyone is going to win over the devil, it is you, Aries. Absolutely 100%. I love this. I will tell you, this is now your what you don't see coming is now making sense to me. The Four of Wands reverse, the King of Wands reverse, Nine of Cups, Seven of Wands. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to come up for both you and your partner around what do you want your household to look like? What is the vibe? What is the moving forward? How do we communicate our thoughts, our feelings, our actions, right? Your confidence as well, Aries, I see being tested, but you quickly do get over that. But again, I have a feeling that also what you're going to run into, for those of you where it resonates that your partner may be codependent on some sort of substance, um I feel like you yourself having to, in order to support your partner, maybe don't keep alcohol in the house, right? Or don't drink at all, right? Like, you decide, like, yeah, okay, if you can't handle liquor, then I'm not gonna do it. Like, it's not a big deal to me to stop, like, I'm getting a little bit of that as well, where you both decide moving forward, this is how we collectively are going to be whole and complete as a couple. Think your November energy. And that'll be a completely different lifestyle for you. I see that heavily, Aries. Okay, but definitely go back and look at that Sag reading. There's something in there for you. I feel complete in that. I think that this is a beautiful read. I love it. Like I said, the first 2 months are the only hard months. And then after that, you're basically doing all of the things that, couples do: building, communicating, therapy, helping each other out through hard times. And there's possible children in there. So I love that for you. Okay, let's see what your oracle, or yeah, let's pull from the oracle deck and see what your ancestors have to say about this. Aries. So, Divine Holy Spirit. What additional? Listen. Aphrodite, eternal love. Where is my book? It's right here in front of me, child. Um, Aphrodite. Aphrodite arises from the sea to bring pure feminine blessings and lessons, her radiance showering upon you like a rose crystal waterfall. She takes you into her temple, attuning your energy to her rose quartz crystal, laying pink roses at your feet. Her priestesses anoint your body with rose oils. Aphrodite says, "Beloved, see yourself as I see you, as an everlasting expression of the divine. Heal those old wounds of not beautiful or not lovable. Look into your mirror and see your true essence. Your relationships echo your relationship with yourself and the goddess. As you practice loving yourself, so you'll see this rebirth of self love reflected back to you and your partner, friends, family, and the entire world. Renew your trust as love never truly leaves. Your heart has a different healing pattern from your mind. So if you're in a process of heartbreak, listen to what your heart is saying. Create a fresh template of love with a vibration that honors you. My spirit is breathing excitement and passion into your heart. A new cycle of love awaits. I love that. It says amplify the romance in your life with simple gestures like buying flowers for yourself or surprise for your loved ones. Book a pampering treatment to reflect your inner beauty and self worth. Meditation. I cherish myself and create beautiful, lasting relationships. I love that for you. Aries. I think that was right in line as you go through this with either yourself or your partner. You're going to need a lot of extra love. And always, always, always remind yourself that, what other people do is not a reflection of you, it is a reflection of them, right? So there's stuff that, yes, you need to work on. We all have things that we need to work on, but other people's actions have nothing to do with you a lot of the times. That took me a really long time as a reformed doormat to learn. Also, awesome. I hope this video resonated. If it did, please give me a thumbs up and I will check back in with you probably in about another, let's see, it took me a week to get through all the signs. So I want to say in about another week, we'll just do like a February read. Okay, Aries. All right. Love you guys. Bye. Mwah.